Dienzio picking Weapon Power Sky, and I'm thinking that's a really good thing for Tribe in this composition. They've got great kite away, he's got great movement speed, he's really good at dodging his way around these sort of heavy dive compositions, and Dienzio plays a mean Weapon Power Sky. Tribe, I think, are in a good position here.
From the backs to the fronts, they do meet each other in the Elder Treant. This is going to be the first time this has happened. However, Cloud9, if they do jump on one target, that target will fall rather quickly, especially with Joseph's early damage on the Koshka.
They're just trying to wait around here. No one's really got that advantage in lane. Looks like C9 are very desperate to get hold of this early Elder Treant. It is a risky fight to take for either team, to be honest.
T-Tigers is building up with those bad mojos as well. They've got to be very careful. Got to watch out for that counter. It doesn't like Tribe maybe looking for back off. I mean, the 2 to 3 minute stall, are we going to see it? Are the minions just going to kill each other at this point?
Joseph's going to back off. He's going to go for his backs. They've already spawned, and looks like T-Tigers is doing exactly the same thing. Both of them knew that their back camps, taking that on rotation is important. It looks like that Mexican standoff is just going to stand as it was, and it looks like they're going to head towards the lane. So we've had a somewhat semblance of a laning phase. No rotations, no heavy rotations in the jungle, and I think, you know, this respect between Joseph and T-Tigers. They're looking for an engage.
Into the fray onto Dienzio. He's going to use that Suri Strike though. Ultimate taking a lot of damage. Joseph's going to march on forward as well. Take Max Green to about a third HP, and that will just be that for the moment. But all the meanwhile, T-Tigers has been farming those fronts. But now Cloud9 are going to get the beneficial rotation down to Elder Treant.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get on to
T-Tigers moving in. Ordain's going to come through. It's going to land on Joseph this time around. He does stay around for it. Elder Treant taken. It's going to get taken by Old School. They're still trying to push forward here. T-Tigers actually have to pop that flask as well. Frey's going to be up in a couple of seconds. Also, Max Green going extremely low. Cloud9 deciding to back off right now. Those bad mojos, the empowered ones, are starting to hurt. Ordain onto Old School. Wrong place, wrong time. Into the fray, not quite up. He misses right into the wall. Dienzio with the reposition picks up first blood.
Oh, Old School's going to be hitting himself after that. He jumped straight into the wall with that into the front.
There's not much they can do right now. The range advantage is in Tribe's favor. This is something we talked about in these compositions last game. Cloud9 needs to be careful.
Those huge bad mojos. No shielding yet for C9. They're probably going to end up giving up this turret for free. The siege from Tribe is just too good, and that was a massive minion wave pushed in for Tribe as well. Dienzio going to get the finishing blow, and suddenly again early advantages go over to Tribe. I don't think that's good for C9, but Tribe have responded so well. Came back fighting, didn't let off on their early aggression, have looked to play around their win conditions once more, and C9 push onto this gold miner. Heavily bolstered Tribe are going to look to contest it.
They are indeed. Max Green might just want to pull that trigger on the gauntlet. They're going to go in. Nice Ordained actually on to Joseph. Death from Above come down as well. Game Fizzle doesn't get struck by it, but he's going incredibly low. Dienzio. So he strikes backwards and is going to be able to block the Mechanic Frenzy as well. They're still cutting back. Dienzio stacking up 11 breaking point stacks. Crystal Sentry is going to help them as well. But they do manage to cut him up. They managed to take the kill. Old School with 20 breaking point stacks ends up going down as well to a bad mojo. Max Green falling. A twirly death will kill him off. A 2-for-2 trade. Joseph and T-Tigers, both junglers, are just going to part ways, or at least T-Tigers trying to catch him up, but the cat is too quick. Back perfectly. Dienzio's positioning was extremely precise. But Old School was just able to jump in there with a red mist, and the damage from the Serpent's Mask as well was just too much. Goldminer gets started up again, tried moving forward once more. Didn't use the gauntlet in the last fight, so that is still available to them if they so choose to use it. Ordain comes out, nice bad mojo actually. There's the fearsome shape, but it's going to get blocked. Apart from the gold one who just runs away in fear. Nice stun into the death from above as well. The walls have been popped, but Joseph ends up going down. Gets cut up by Max Green. Dienzio repositioning with that Sorry Strike is just going to chase Old School. He has to be very careful. Crystal Sentry wants a word in, but Dienzio Sorry Strikes forward, but Old School getting the lifesteal off of the minions, but ends up going down regardless. They lose that Crystal Sentry, but they take 2 lives in the process.
Yeah, C9 basically cut their losses in the middle of that fight and said, let's just get the gold miner. Let's just take the gold miner. It's a huge amount of gold for the team, but they might end up losing a turret for it, which means Tribe are going to take yet another advantage. Joseph doing his best to defend here. Here comes Gabe Bizzle.
Max Green popping that flask. There's Yummy Cannon Frenzy straight on top of T-Tigers. Death from Above comes down, separating the rest of the team. Joseph hasn't got many tools to work with now, but they've managed to clear out the wave and stop the turret push.
There we go, C9 recuperate from that team fight that went so badly wrong. Very hard to complete items because you're consistently spending 500 gold on infusions. They're going for a Crystal Sentry once more. That was a very aggressive and risky move by C9. They're going to get flared out. Can they get back?
They did take that off spawn. T-Tigers looking to go for a flank. Dienzio doing the same thing. They know exactly where Cloud9 is right now. The minions in their favor also. They're going to go straight onto Dienzio. So he strike backwards. There's the nice Yummy Cannon Frenzy, but it doesn't actually end up landing. Dienzio did block it. Double gauntlet used already, and a fearsome shade also to ripple them backwards. DNZO just freely stacking on the back line. 9 breaking point stacks right now, but Max Green is falling very low.
That's a really good engage.
Oh, T-Tigers manages to just get a little bit of damage down. K-Fizzle is going to fall. Joseph going down as well. DNZO kiting around. Will he be able to get a third? He does! Another fearsome shade comes off cooldown and sends Old School to the grave. DNZO finds the 2.
We might have said that Old School, the best laner in North America. I'm sure DNZO has got words to say about that. So difficult to lock down.
Tribe have unleashed the Kraken as well. Not quite escorting it. C9 are going to be able to get a bit of free damage down onto it. They are just moving up the lane now as well to escort it. Remember that base has been broken already. They're going to go for an engagement. Nice twirly death. A nice ordained actually to lock the fortress in place. Gavers will actually get stunned. DNZO kiting back straight on top of Old School. Gauntlet gets laid up. Young Mechanic Frenzy is going to get blocked as well. DNZO still kiting back. 12, 13, 14, 15 breaking point stacks. Old School's going to fall. And already Max Green just trying to disengage him. Those Vanguards are good. No one can touch DNZO at all. And Ordain locks Joseph in place, and there's another kill, another ace, back-to-back by Tribe.
DNZO, the Sky Monster, held his Suri strike until the end of the fray came down, then Rona had nothing to follow up, couldn't get that foe splitter in. They're going for the win.
Tribe, they've got the Kraken on their side as well. First Crystal Turret falls, the second one to follow, and there shatters the Vain Crystal. Tribe are going to take match points against CLOUD9.
And again, it was a draft from Tribe that really shut down C9.
Joseph slings out a bad mojo. If they do group up like that, it's going to be a bit of an issue, as he will get into his passive. But Tribe and C9 just happy to back, it seems. Sidio spotting out T-Tigers, stopping the back for a brief moment. And once again, they just roam up to the lane. Once again on this Elder Treant, however, Joseph is taking the majority of the aggro. Both teams rotating down once again for the Mexican standoff.
Joseph didn't quite time his reap there, but it's good because Tribe are going to back off. Right, but what comes out straight away? Joseph, and he's going to go over to Tribe.
He went over to Tribe and went over to DNZO of all people as well. He's going to receive that healing as he wanders back up to the lane, which is open. So he's going to be able to steal away a little bit of farm here.
Haven't respawned yet. I think he might have just mistimed the respawn timers on them, but he's happy to wait around as that healing Treant comes to life. Joseph is there right now.
Joseph has spotted him, but T-Tigers is level 6. Ordained is going to stun. Old School's going to come through as well. T-Tigers is in a lot of trouble right now at the back camps. He's trying to duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Crystal Sentry is going to walk out of there as well. Here comes Old School. Bright Bulwark didn't quite land. He actually dips back in the bush to try and get a bit more damage on to Gold School. T-Tigers going very low. There's the Ordained, the stun. Torres not quite focusing, and the healing coming through from DNZO is keeping him alive. However, Old School can't land the last basic attack, and he survives. DNZO now in the front line, and that is a big heal coming onto Old School to keep him alive also, but DNZO refusing to go down. He's actually just burning up alive. Old School now forced to retreat, and the last basic attack will land, and DNZO once again finds first blood for Tribe. This series is very easy for DNZO to actually just take out these minions, no problem whatsoever. However, the poking coming out from Joseph is only going to get stronger as he did pick up that Shatterglass moments ago.
Adagio will eventually fall off compared to Vox as this game progresses, though. You know, Adagio is supposed to be an early game oppressive carry that's supposed to put pressure onto the Vox. They know that T-Tigers could be behind them. T-Tigers is waiting in the wings, but Gabe Vizzle has spotted him out. They did manage to get through that scout trap. Oh, Old School runs right into the fray.
Oh, Holy Nova onto 3. There's the Sigil to heal him up. Old School goes down. A twirly death from T-Tigers does finish off the kill. CLOUD9 caught. Wrong place, wrong time. Max Green takes advantage. Fearsome Shade used for the disengage, but that turret is going to fall once again. Tribe Gaming come up massive.
That dominate the early game. Those Agent of Wrath basic attacks will fall off as the game goes on, but Tribe, they have won their games in the early games, so they pick to facilitate that. And the Koshka and the Adagio are doing just that for Tribe right now. They're going to get an uncontested gold mine. They've extended that gold lead now to just over 4,000, and again, huge disadvantages for C9 to try and have to work back from.
There's the Ordain onto DNZO, takes a massive bad mojo, forces Tribe to actually disengage here. Gabe Vizzle is level 7, so does have the passageway, no Bright Bulwark just yet. They are happy to just play at range with the chunk damage that DNZO did take initially. T-Tigers now on the retreat.
Now going to push back into their own jungle, going for this forward Treant. We'll go over to T-Tigers once more, but C9 really desperate to look for a fight here as they force Tribe away. No one really, only T-Tigers picking up shielding, so if you can get I Love Joseph onto Dienzio, you should be able to put a decent amount of pressure on him. They are pretty low right now, and C9 seek an opportunity with a large minion wave. They're going to start a fight.
Yeah, Bright Bulwark used to actually snare up Max Green. He is forced to actually put the Flask in that regard as well. Tribe, but very, very low. They are going to go in, though. Sigil to speed everybody up out of the fight. A Flask is going to get used in a fountain as well. Nice fearsome shade, but it doesn't quite land as Max Green does block it. Dienzio going very low. There's the Versus Judgment. No! The kill from T-Tigers. The twirly death before it even landed. 2 kills go over to Tribe.
Sorrow Blade already picked up.
3, yeah, like you said, 3 items. The Sorrow Blade, that is over Old School, who only has a Weapon Blade in his inventory. That gold mine is going to go down if Tribe are good with it. However, they're just going to jump straight onto Old School, the backline, for support the boots and the reflex block for the shielding. Tribe, as soon as they see Old School step up, 3 members jump in, and he is forced to back off. They're going to flare them out. CLOUD9 back to full HP from those sigils. Dienzio gets caught up in the Ordain as well. The wait for it did come through. Old School trapped once more, but this time around, Joseph's on the other side of the map. There's the massive Yummy Candy Frenzy, but it did get blocked in the end. But Old School, it doesn't matter. Ordain comes through, and the Fearsome Shade does block him up, but Dienzio manages to take out Joseph and Old School with the burn. Put out in order to aid them to win these team fights. Tribe have been focusing that Crystal Sentry consistently throughout this entire series, making sure that's not a factor when it comes to fighting in the jungle. Goldmine is going to get started up yet again. T-Tiger's jumping over the wall. Oh, Pouncy Fun he's not going to be able to use it at the moment because Ordain is going to just lock him up in place. But Old School already about a 3rd HP just by initiating on Dienzio, just takes him down to half.
Yeah, I mean,
disgusting damage.
They pull the trigger as soon as Old School steps up. They jump in, Gift of Fire straight away. Dienzio's waiting in the wings.
Oh, he's waiting in the wings. Yummy Candy Frenzy is going to get blocked again. They're still going to go for a retreat. Joseph already falls down to a twirly death. Bright Bulwark a little bit too late, you got to say. Gabe Bizzle takes the passageway backwards and he ends up falling. That's going to be an ace for Tribe as T-Tigers and Dienzio clean the rest up.
And the Tribe Gaming forever the bridesmaid, never the bride throughout the entire year in the Unified Western Live Championships and the North American VGA, came from a challenger team to a potential world champion.
At 16 minutes, it's 9-1. They finally took the gold miner also, but Kraken's on the board now.
If Tribe end up winning this game, it will be a complete reversal of the Unified Western Live Championships where CLOUD9 beat Tribe 3-1. They certainly look in control. They're going straight for the Kraken. C9 are not even at their 3-item spikes for Old School right now. I don't know if they can contest. They learned their lesson, I think, from those gold mines that they tried to contest earlier. They might just have to give this away. Kraken gets unleashed. It's going to start to push down towards C9's base. It'll have to be a heroic defense once more from the CLOUD9 squad. They've done it once before in this semi-final. Can they do it again, Jaws?
Tribe are just transcending at the moment. Their gameplay feels absolutely pristine, something you mentioned last game in game number 3. They have the range this time, though. They have Dienzio outranging this Old School on this Vox. Right now, it's going to be a miracle, it seems, for CLOUD9 to defend this choke point turret. Should easily go down. Dienzio is just going to be able to chunk it out from range. Even Max Green stepping and T-Tiger stepping up the plate. It falls. Choke point turret down. 2 turrets remain. And they will be going towards the finals as well. Tensions building as the Wartros do get popped. They are going to go in for this engagement. Bright Bulwark goes down. Wait for it as well. It's only going to silence 1. Big Fear comes through as well, but that massive fountain is going to heal them up. The first turret ends up falling. CLOUD9 need a heroic defense now. Holy Nova does get blocked up as well. T-Tiger is actually going to focus the turret, but meanwhile on the sideline, Dienzio is 1v2ing. Joseph can't quite take him down. The Kraken is just going to knock on the base. They finally kill Old School. He ends up falling over. Joseph burning alive as well. T-Tigers, he's going to get feared up. Same with Max Green, but the Kraken is on their side. Tribe take the game. They take the series, and they are going to the finals tomorrow.
Tribe Gaming, it has been a huge story for them this year to come from the Challenger Series all the way up to a potential world champion. You have got a caliber of young player on this team that I don't think the North American VGA has seen in quite a while. C9 have been so dominant for so long. They were the North American team of this year. They were the ones that all of your bets would have been hedged on, but Tribe came in so confident. They had huge amounts of confidence from Dienzio, especially coming into this tournament, and it means so much to these teams. See how much the World Championships means to both of these teams. Emotions are absolutely everywhere right now, but both teams fought so well, Jaws.
History has rewritten itself, like you mentioned. Tribe take it 3-1. It's an emotional series. You can see it on Cloud9's faces. But Tribe, really, their gameplay this series has just proved why they're one of the best teams in North America, and they will be facing either Impunity or Ace Gaming, whoever wins that game later on today in the finals tomorrow.